Hello, second and third grade. So good to see you here on YouTube. We are going to learn how to draw a cool 3D city like this. You will need a piece of paper, something to draw with, and optional colors. That means if you don't have colors, it's okay, because we can draw it without colors and it might look like this. This one's not finished yet. Or it might look like this. We're going to have a lot of different looking cities. So let's get started. If you have your piece of paper and your pencil handy, we're ready to begin. So make sure that you're holding your pencil in between your pointer finger and your middle finger with your thumb below. Make sure it's a comfortable grip and it's close to the point. This will make it a lot easier to draw. To draw our first building, we're going to draw a vertical line. Vertical means up and down. Do your best to draw a straight line, but it doesn't have to be perfect. If it has little wiggles, that's okay. Then we're going to draw 2 diagonal lines to make it kind of look like an arrow. That's the roof of our building. Then we're going to draw down 2 more vertical lines. And that's the beginning of our building, our skyscraper. We're going to add some windows. So we're going to look at the line on the roof and we're going to copy it down here by drawing another diagonal line and another. Then we're going to copy the sides and do a vertical line here and here. And look, we drew our first window. If we wanted to draw a window on this side of the building, we would reflect it and draw a diagonal line down over here. See how it's the same direction as the top? This is going to make it look 3D, like we are walking downtown looking up at the buildings. Have you ever walked downtown in the city and seen all of the tall skyscrapers? They are so cool. I know when I walk downtown in the city, I love to look up at the buildings. So it's good to hold an adult's hand while you're looking up so you don't trip and fall. So this building, I think I'm only going to have 3 windows. If you want to add more windows, you should add them. And then I'm going to show you how to draw a tall, skinny building. It's the same thing. We just do a vertical line up to down. But this time when we draw our little diagonal lines, we're going to make them a little skinnier. Do your vertical lines going down, doing your best to make straight lines. And there's the beginning of our new building. I think I'm going to give this one smaller size windows to show how big this building is. So we're just going to keep drawing these diamond-like shapes, making sure that the top of our window is the same direction as the roof, and the sides of our windows are the same direction as the corner of our building. Next, once you have finished working on your buildings, you're going to add our sunset. So one way you can start is by drawing a circle for your sun. It could be at the top, the bottom, or over here. It's wherever you want your sun to be. Then we're going to draw another circle around it, and another. And we're doing our best to practice drawing curved lines. So it's okay if there's little mistakes like that because we're just practicing. Then you're going to get to a point where you say, Miss Waldemar, what about here? Do I just draw through the building? No. You pick up your pencil. You imagine how the line would keep moving. Put your pencil down and draw. And then pick up your pencil again. Imagine where that line would go and keep curving it around. So I want you to practice that drawing, picking up your pencil, putting it down, picking it up, imagining, putting it down, and curving your circles and your curved lines around. This is going to make one cool sunset behind our buildings. So keep adding more of these curved lines until your sky is all filled up. If you want to use your colors, you can start drawing these with your colors. And I think warm colors would look really cool because when we have a sunset or a sunrise, the sky looks kind of pink and orange and yellow. So I would use warm colors like these crayons to start filling in these spaces with color. And I would use cool colors like blues and purples on my buildings. And I might color in the windows. I want to show you how you can add some birds to your sky. Because we know animals live in the city, we're going to draw a little V, letter V with wings on it. Just like that. And that's how you can add some little birds flying in the sky above your buildings. Now, what about this air? Do we want to add some trees? If you want to add a tree, you know it's going to grow from the ground. So we'll start at the bottom and draw a vertical line up and maybe make it thick so it's an old, good, solid tree. Then we're going to add some branches that'll go out diagonally. And there might be a little branch off of a branch. You could add a few of these too. Then I'm going to take my color and I'm going to use green. You could also use a pencil though. And I'm going to do curly Q lines to make it look like this tree is full of leaves. We're moving into fall, so if you wanted to add some colors like orange or red, that might look how the trees look right now. I'm going to add a little orange and a little red to show that this tree is changing colors. It's late September. It's getting ready to start fall. Another thing you can add to your city are things going on inside the buildings. Maybe there's a person right here and they're smiling and waving hello. Maybe there's a cat in this window standing up, looking outside. I know I see cats in my neighbor's windows sometimes. Maybe there's nothing in a window. Or maybe there's a bunch of people, like a whole family inside. So you don't have to add anything, but if you want to draw some people and some things going on, and give them some hair, maybe they have matching hairdos because they're family, then you can add stuff going on in your city because this is your city. So you use your imagination to create whatever you want going on. Well, I cannot wait to see your cities. And here is a picture of another city that's not finished yet, but it's getting close. This person, they added the arch going behind all of these buildings, but it's in front of the sun, and they filled it in. There's also a person and a cat and some trees in this picture. Here's another picture that's not finished. This person also had the arch and some birds, and they just had a couple buildings. And lastly, here is another one that's completely finished. There's windows, there's buildings, there's color. So I can't wait to see what your cities look like. And if you would finish them and take a picture, you can upload it to our Google Classroom. I can't wait to see your drawings. I hope you have fun with this activity. Goodbye.